On the third day, the party left Tokyo and visited Kamakura to see the famous big bronze Buddha. Some of the girls are already converted Buddhists, making proper bows. Golden Growth is serious about his fortune-telling, which a small bird has picked out for him. After a long drive on the Tokaido Highway, we came to Hakone Mountain, a famous hot spring resort. We enjoyed a delicious dinner at the Fujiya Hotel at Miyanoshita as guests of Teizo Shiobara, class of 34, while Chuji Kabayama, class of 27, entertained us with his harmonica and chopsticks. After dinner, we drove farther up the mountain to stay overnight at a Japanese inn. Here we all put on kimonos and lived in genuine Japanese style, making Gordon eat some gooey stuff. Not bad. The wives are doing well too. Lots of fun altogether. On the fourth day, we went up to Lake Hakone to get a view of Fujiyama. Mount Fuji was out in splendor that morning, and we had wonderful views of it until we got on the train at Numazu for Kyoto. Five-hour train ride on the Tokaido line to Kyoto, to Seaweed's hometown, a quiet old city. We first saw classical geisha dance with native music. And then had delicious beef sukiyaki dinner cooked on the spot, all eating sitting on the floor. By this time, everyone was using chopsticks very well, and no one was starving that night. The following day, we went out on a regular sightseeing tour of Kyoto, visiting the Heian Shrine with its beautiful garden, the stepping stones, and the iris pond. Then, the old imperial palace, where emperor is coronated, the Nijo Castle, and the Golden Pavilion. In this city, we could still see a glimpse of old Japan dating back 2 centuries. At noon, we were guests at the Nomura Garden, where we were entertained by the Nomura family. There were all sorts of Japanese foods with the pretty Maiko girls who are young geishas. Gordon is doing all right. Siwi's daughter Etsuko and her fiancé Nabe Shimizu were introduced, and also Siwi's mother. It was a grand garden party which we shall never forget. That night we were taken to a formal geisha party at Tsuruya restaurant. Siwi, his wife and mother in formal Japanese kimono. We had plenty of sake, lots of geisha dances, and shamisen music. The next day, our 7th day in Japan, we visited Nara, an old town, to play with the deer, Seymour Shrine, and another big Buddha, and ring the huge temple bell. That night, we flew back to Tokyo, and on the following morning, our last day in Japan, we went to Nikko, the colorful and picturesque Shinto shrine erected to the memory of the Tokugawa shogun. Then we saw the Kegon waterfall, which her boat did not think was as big as the Niagara Falls. And after a rest by Lake Chuzenji, we returned to Tokyo for the finale of the whole trip at the nightclub, the Gimbasha, which had a special welcome sign on the stage for the Princeton boys. No one knew when this party broke up or who stayed until when. Thus, the Tokyo reunion party of the class of 25 came to an end. and we parted next day at the airport with lots of handshakings and repeated exchanges of arigatos and sayonaras and see you again.